Good morning, everyone. I too would like to thank Sankey and Margaret for allowing me the honor of saying a few words about their father. I want to start by telling all of you about a community that Ed and about 6 or 7 African-American families created back in the 60s and early 70s. These were couples that lived in the Manchester, Vernon, Rockville area. We would get together for cookouts, for card games. A few of the couples had swimming pools so we can swim. Music was always the center. Some of the husbands thought that they could really sing, so they thought they would, perform for us sometimes as well. We could meet up at Henry Park or just anywhere just to be together. It was an extended family, I think, in that community. And Ed and the rest of the couples were really the center of just keeping the kids together. And we just thought it was a big party every time we were together. So even my sisters and some of the Edmonds, the older sisters, would fight over Margaret because she was so cute and little. And we loved it. We loved it. So I want to bring it back up to now. And about 4 months ago, I had a conversation with Eddie, and he told me that I was his favorite godchild. So, of course, I told him he was my favorite godfather. But I knew he was my only godfather, but I didn't know if he had any other godchildren. So I had to ponder about that for a minute, and then I realized that being the man that he was, if he did have other godchildren, he was probably telling all of us that we were his favorite. I can't remember the context of the conversation, but it was probably something complimentary or his explanation for always providing me with love, support, advice, and guidance. As you just heard from Tina, Eddie was an excellent mentor. As a goddaughter, I had the best of both worlds. When I was 18 years old in 1985, I completed my freshman year of college and still hadn't decided on a major, and therefore missed out on interviewing for summer internships. So Eddie called me and said, "Do you want to work for Cigna for the summer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yes. So he said, "Okay, you can go to San Diego or San Francisco." So I said, "Oh, okay, well, talk to my parents." We decided on San Diego because we had a friend there. And I said, "Okay, who do I have to interview with?" He goes, "You don't have to interview. Go down there, fill out the paperwork, and you'll be all set." And I said, "I don't have to interview?" "No, you don't have to interview. Just go down there." So I go down there. They handed me a plane ticket to San Diego, and I would be leaving in less than a week. So not only did I get that plane ticket, I got a reservation for a car rental. So here I am, 18 years old in 1985 in San Diego. There were no GPSs, so I go to the counter. They handed me a map to where I had to go, and I had a whole card for the whole summer. So needless to say, I had a fabulous summer of 1985. This experience that Eddie gave me accelerated my independence and strengthened my confidence. I lost my father in 2005, and when he passed away, my relationship with Eddie became even stronger. He consistently checked on me, encouraged open communication, and verbally expressed love and concern. I was able to discuss my career, relationships, travel, politics, religion, and anything that came to mind. We spoke often, and conversations always ended with a smile on my face. There was honestly nothing that I couldn't discuss with him because he actually was interested in everything that I had to say. He also loved educating me and introducing me to people and stressed the importance of networking. Eddie also treated my daughter, Raven, with the same love and support. I will miss his phone calls, our lunch dates, his words of wisdom, support, expressions of love. I'll miss his smile, his hugs, his approval, his cool chuckle, his protection, his positive outlook, and non-judgmental way of guiding me in the right direction. His class and style stood out even at the age of 88, and it's very rare that you run into anyone in the greater Hartford area and beyond that did not know Edward Barlow. I'm so grateful that my parents at the ages of 26 and 27 made a very important decision to choose Eddie and Margie to be my godparents. Although I lost my godmother almost 16 years ago, I'm thankful for the blessing of having my godfather Eddie for 59 years. November 22nd was our last visit. It was very short, but I got to touch his hand and tell him that I loved him. He had the strength to tell me the same. I truly hated to see him go, but I know that God brought him home right on time. Thank you.